Room to Play is a 10 to 12 week course run by Tinderbox Collective. It's a part of our digital arts programme, Tinderbox Lab, and it's about bringing together 12 artists of all different backgrounds and methods and art forms to collaborate and build an interactive audiovisual installation.
I feel like for the artists it's a great way to learn creative techniques that involve technology, but also to learn how to collaborate with artists that are from, again, different background.
I was just like, this looks really cool. So I was like looking online, looking at the previous stuff which Tinderbox has done. I was like, I just really want to get involved.
You get a lot of experience of people who have been doing this as a career and really have that knowledge of what to do next and how to test things and how to spot problems and troubleshoot things.
We looked at some of those elements like pure data, using microcontrollers, introduction to electronics and soldering to give people that kind of base foundation for areas they might not have or are new to or want to develop more in. But then we let the ideas kind of direct and dictate what it was the artist wanted to do as well.
We learned a lot in the first few weeks about the tech, and then I just kind of stepped away from that. I learned it and went, yeah, I feel like I could do this. I'm going to make a tree now.
I quite liked the idea of making something more interactive because a lot of my work has always been very static. So I was looking forward to learning how to make things like the contact mics and learning to use the Arduinos. Because in future works that means I could probably try and incorporate that into some of my works.
Well, I primarily work by myself, so being in a kind of collaborative group where other people have these ideas and we're all kind of learning from each other in that way. Mark's background's in music technology, so that's been brilliant. On the flip side, it can be oh, well, we need to make these mushrooms, and I can go, oh yeah, well, what we can do is we can take some scrap plastics and plastic bottles, we'll just screw them together, sand it all down, this is how you can paint it so there's not any streaky marks. So it's been a nice exchange of knowledge as well.
Rather than me in the beginning saying, let's do something that we know works, it's more of an idea of, okay, we don't know how this is going to work, but let's see how we can make something from it.
The first session was getting to know everyone, getting to know the space, but we very quickly decided upon kind of a forest theme, and we just kind of collaborated but separately. It was very we all kind of worked together but on our own little things and then checked in every so often, and it all just kind of happened very organically, and it was really nice.
It was really about collecting as many ideas as possible about how we wanted things to be playful or how we wanted it to feel for the audience if they interacted with something. And from that point we then started to hone down, how do we get the tech to work for this? What do we need for each thing?
Yeah, so basically this is the coding language that we're using. This is an Arduino, which is just a little microcontroller. You can take different inputs and we can then take that data and play sounds or create effects. Hopefully people can see and follow the colors and the cables and kind of get a bit of an idea of how they can hit something and that will make a sound over there.
I wasn't expecting how technical it was. So there was an option for me to go really into looking at pure data, Arduino, they even go further and look at more technical components, which they completely fried my brain, but it just opened up a realm of possibilities of what I could do.
We've made it, and now we've got to see if it actually works when you put it in front of someone else with no idea what's going on.
I got to kind of get really hands-on with actually creating something that I could show people, rather than a lot of the tech that I've done, you can take a photo of a lighting set, but it's not the same as being look, I actually made this physical thing that you can see and touch and have fun with.
It's really interesting how just this little peep has completely transformed my practice. I now am venturing into more electronic things, which I never would have beforehand.
I think it's I would probably leave this project with a bit more confidence around some of the technologies we've been using. I think now if there was a project I wanted to do that involved coding, I could start getting the bits together and having a go of it myself.